We've all probably experienced moments like this in our lives, a voice inside whispering, "It's time to distance yourself from them." We often call this decision cutting ties. It sounds straightforward, but when we actually do it, the struggle, reluctance, and even guilt often linger. Today, let's discuss how to wisely and warmly cut ties with those who are no longer a good fit in our lives. Cutting ties isn't just a cold cutting off of someone, but a sober loosening ties. Don't get me wrong, cutting ties isn't simply cutting off your phone or deleting WeChat. It's more like drawing a gentle boundary in your heart. Why do we need to cut ties? Because some relationships are like shoes that have been worn for too long, causing your feet to ache, or like clutter in a room, taking up space and gathering dust. It could be that black hole colleague at work who constantly drains you, or that energy thief in your circle of friends who constantly complains and spreads negativity. Choosing to cut ties isn't about shirking responsibility, but about cherishing and protecting your own spiritual space. We all need sunshine and oxygen, don't we? Before hitting the pause button, ask your heart. Deciding to cut ties isn't a snap decision. It requires courage and, even more importantly, honesty about your feelings. Before making your decision, ask yourself, after spending time with this person, do I feel relaxed and fulfilled or exhausted like I've just run a marathon? Is there still genuine communication between us, or is it just politeness, silence, or one-way emotional outbursts? When I think of this person, do I first feel warmth, or do I involuntarily frown and feel pressured? If your heart answers these questions with a resounding yes, then it might be time to consider gently letting go of the relationship. Acknowledging that a relationship no longer nourishes you takes a lot of courage. How can you cut ties in a way that respects the other person without putting yourself in a difficult position? The key to emotionally intelligent cutting ties lies in balancing sincerity and boundaries. It's not a battle, but a solemn farewell. Respect comes first. Even if you're no longer together, treat each other with kindness. Even if a relationship ends, there's no need to belittle or blame. Gently but directly express your feelings and decisions, such as, "I cherished our past, but it feels like we're on different paths now." Honest communication is better than the cold shoulder. Avoiding, disappearing, or giving the cold shoulder are often more hurtful than direct communication and can easily lead to unnecessary speculation and misunderstandings. A clear statement like, "I think we need some space," is more powerful than prolonged silence. Brevity is key. Avoid over-explanation. There's no need to list a long list of offenses. Clearly state your core needs and decisions. Excess explanations can spark arguments or give the other person an opportunity to exploit you. Guarantee your boundaries without guilt. Your time, energy, and emotions are precious resources. Choosing to invest them in a relationship that nourishes you is your right. Setting healthy boundaries is a sign of self-love, and there's no need to apologize for it. Tips for connecting in different situations. Workplace relationships. Maintain professionalism. Reduce unnecessary personal interactions and focus on the work itself. You can politely but firmly say, "Thanks for your suggestions or discussion, but I'd like to proceed with this part of the work my own way." Or, "I've been feeling a lot of pressure on the project lately, and I need to focus more." Friendships. If values or lifestyles are drifting apart, open communication is the best way to show respect. "Hey, it feels like we've had some really different opinions lately. Maybe keeping some distance would be better for both of us." Reducing contact and letting things cool naturally is another way. Intimate relationships. This is often the most challenging and emotions are the most intense. Make an effort to remain calm and respectful. Clearly express your decisions and feelings, avoiding accusations or bringing up past issues. "We need to talk. I've thought long and hard about this, and I feel like this isn't working for either of us. Maybe some time apart or ending the relationship is the best option." Even if it's painful, avoid harsh words and maintain respect for each other. After the breakup, embrace your emotions. Even if you break up in the most mature way, it's completely normal to experience emotional upheavals. You may feel lost, lonely, or even doubt your decision. That's okay. Allow yourself to feel these emotions. Give yourself time and space to process. Don't rush to fill the void with new relationships or immediately seek comfort from others. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself as you would a hurting friend. Keep a journal, exercise, pursue a hobby, or simply be alone. Seek support. If negative emotions persist, confiding in a trusted friend or seeking professional help from a counselor is a wise choice. It takes time to recover from a difficult situation, so be gentle with yourself. Disconnecting is the wisdom of growth. Emotionally intelligent disconnection is more than just a social skill. It's a profound emotional wisdom and art of self-management. It means we learn discernment, clearly discerning which relationships nourish us and which ones drain us. Respecting the other person's past existence, but also respecting our own current needs and future well-being. And courage. Having the courage to say goodbye to those who no longer fit and make room for what truly matters. By setting healthy boundaries, we don't become indifferent. Rather, we learn to care for ourselves more responsibly, empowering ourselves to embrace healthier and more fulfilling relationships. When you need to draw that line in your heart, may you carry this wisdom and gentleness with you and move forward with determination.